My boyfriend bought me an oddly specific gift that I had been trying to get, and the only way he could have known about it was if he was stalking my Reddit account, so I accused him of being a creep and now he's being distant. I love Gundam. It's an anime/manga/game series for people who don't know, and I collect models of the various mechs of the series. When I was at work one day, I was talking to a guy on a Reddit post who was selling his GFFMC Wing Gundam Snow White Prelude model kit. I've been looking for one for a while, which go for around $500 to $600. I offered him a trade, but he ultimately declined, and I can't reasonably afford to buy it for myself with my current income. Fast forward just 2 days later, when I got home from work, I see that exact model kit sitting on me and my boyfriend's bed. I was ecstatic, literally giddy with joy. I hugged and kissed my BF, thanking him, but a few minutes later I realized I never told him anything about this model. Nor have I told pretty much anyone outside of Reddit. So when I asked him how he knew I wanted it so bad, he just shrugged and said it's because he loves me. For some reason, that answer didn't sit right with me. After trying to pry an answer from him, I started accusing him of spying on me or maybe going through my phone when I wasn't looking. We so rarely argue, but this became pretty heated and escalated more than I anticipated. I got angry and I brought up our age difference. I'm 22 and he's 32, calling him a creepy old man who spies on me. I really regret doing that. I know he feels self-conscious about it because my parents once ridiculed him for it, and it's always been a worry for him people will judge us. He got pretty hurt by my words and he stopped arguing. He left for a little while before coming back and apologizing, saying he let the argument get out of hand, but I knew I hurt him, so I apologized for using something he's insecure about. He slept on the couch that night even though I asked him to come to bed, and I told him I'd drop the issue. It's been 3 days and he's still acting kind of distant. But to be honest, it still bothers me how he knew I wanted that model kit when I never told him about it. I just wish he'd tell me how he knew. I don't want to seem ungrateful for his gift, but it's too late now. Am I the jerk for wanting to know how he knew about something I never talked to him about? Commenter: Yup, you are totally the jerk. If he was following your accounts, it seems it was not creeping but trying to see what you really wanted to surprise you. And he did. More likely scenario is that you actually mentioned something about this in conversation and he picked up on it. I have done this numerous times with my wife, just overhearing a conversation or her making a comment about something that she doesn't think I am listening to, and then surprise her with that item. Update: I was definitely the jerk when it came to that situation. I took some time to think about it all, and the comments on the original post helped me reflect on my actions. I was being an insecure, immature, and controlling brat. I took what was supposed to be a loving and tender moment and I trampled all over it because of my irrational insecurities. Not only that, I hurt my BF in a terrible way, exploiting his insecurities and making him feel like a creep, when I should have been accepting his loving offer that he worked so hard for. I know I have a control issue, where I feel as if people want to control and dictate everything I do. And for the first time I really let it out on someone I love. He didn't deserve that. He's always been very supportive of me, always been my side and never trying to control me. I broke down when I got home from work yesterday. I apologized to him and told him it didn't matter how he found out about the Gundam model I wanted. I told him I was being irrational, stupid and insecure. I begged him to forgive my stupidity and I promised to work my insecurities so this doesn't happen again. He gave me a giant hug and held me for a few minutes, saying he was sorry for being distant and not telling me how he knew about that specific model. I told him I really don't care how he knew and I really don't want to know. I told him to return the gift because I didn't deserve it. But being the good man he is, he smiled and refused. He brought it back out and we put the model together as a couple. I'm lucky to have him. He's the best thing to happen to me, and this experience taught me a good lesson not to take him for granted. We're on good terms again, maybe even better than before. I know not many will care about this, but I didn't want to leave it open and cold. I want to thank the commenters on the original post. You were part of the reason I realized my stupidity. I will work on myself so I can be the best partner for my BF. I want to make him as happy as he makes me. Thanks for reading. OP left a comment. It seems most people are jumping to assumptions thinking my BF is a controlling creep, and honesty that hurts me a bit. He really doesn't deserve that. He did explain to me how he knew eventually. I had the model saved to our Amazon wishlist for over a month and I completely forgot about it. I have like 70 models in that wishlist and he simply decided to buy the most expensive one lol. The timing was a coincidence. He said he didn't want to tell me because he was planning on surprising me again with other models in the wishlist. My BF is literally the sweetest and kindest person I know. Please don't label him as a creep.